So right here we have a Mr. Kilmer, and so Mr. Kilmer, who do you think was the best president from Nixon to the present, and who was the worst president, and what are your reasons?
Oh, okay. So best president, see, Nixon to present. I would say the best president would have been Ronald Reagan. And the reasons why? Good question. I think he did a lot for the American people. That was a great time in the economy, that he helped the economy quite a bit. And if you go back and actually remember, in the early 80s, we had a very high interest rate, high mortgage rate, and we improved that quite a bit. Going on, worst president, I would actually say Clinton. I think his family morals are the worst than we've seen in a long time within the White House.
Okay.
According to Wikipedia, we checked the fact of whether Ronald Reagan did a lot during his presidency. We found that he signed the Canada-U.S. Free Trade Agreement of 1987, and he also signed the Intermediate Forces Treaty of 1987. He also had really good relations with Gorbachev of Russia, and so that proves that he did a lot during his presidency.
Another thing Reagan did was lower income rates. He also simplified the income tax code, which did make a better economy.
On the issue of moral values, Wikipedia confirms that Clinton had very bad moral values because he slept with many women that were not his wife.
After the interview, Mr. Kilmer blames Clinton for the housing crisis, because Clinton lowered the interest rates, which encouraged people to buy houses. It is true that Clinton lowered the interest rates, but Bush lowered them even more. So it is debatable that Clinton was the cause of the housing crisis.
So, Mr. Klein, who do you think is the best president from Nixon to Obama, and then please explain why and name one reason why.
Okay. I believe that the best president in that period of time was Clinton. The reason why is mostly financial and economic. The country was very much in the red, and when he left office, the country was very much in the black. I think he had excellent plans for Social Security Administration, and I think he left the country on a very high note. Then immediately after that, we started getting involved with wars, and we went from that surplus to having tremendous deficits now. But Clinton left office with the nation being in very sound financial and economic condition.
And then, who do you think was the worst president from Nixon to Obama, and why, and another reason?
I think George W. I think because we simply went from one war into another war. In some cases, I didn't even feel that it was provoked. I think it was over oil and power and control. And I think sometimes the United States steps in where it's none of our business. And I think that's what Bush has done to the country. And now we have to try to figure out how we're going to get out of the situation. And we're actively involved in these wars, and there's no easy way to come out of it. And so I think in my opinion, the worst president we had was George W.
Thanks. On the topic of whether Clinton improved the economy in the country from red to black, And the encyclopedia that we have confirmed this, and it also said that unemployment declined.
A local website, www.issues2000.org, said Clinton did a lot on retirement funds and Social Security.
On the topic of being involved in wars, we found that Clinton, according to one of our local encyclopedias, did not declare war, but he sent assistance to some countries in need, like Yugoslavia.
Mr. Klein said that Bush went from war to war, which is pretty much true because we went from the Afghanistan war to the Iraqi war. He also said that it was not provoked, and this is debatable because it may have been provoked by terrorism. He also said it was over oil, and it is also debatable because it might have been over the weapons of mass destruction.